Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you talked about FDA, going for FDA approval.
So Pivotal is going to be on their table in the next 6-8 months. Pilot had a very promising remarks from them and
Yeah.
allowed us to do Pivotal.
You showed us the pilot. You didn't show us the data from the study, did you?
Pivotal?
From the Pivotal.
We don't have it completely yet. We're still, we closed the study about not even a year ago, so we don't even have a first year data. So we'll, as soon as we have our first year data, we'll take it to the FDA and hope for them to give us.
I misunderstood. I thought you were already on for the FDA audit, meaning that you had a
No,
positive study.
no, we're just waiting. We're not done with our first year complete data for the Pivotal
Okay,
trial.
thanks.
And Pilot was just published, I think, 3 or 4 or 5 months ago. Chest or
Do you think it'll be covered by insurance?
Well,
Or what the cost will be?
I think eventually they all will be, but it takes, once FDA approves means you're allowed to go ahead and start doing it on a clinical basis. Insurance is a completely different ballgame. You have to go through CMS, you have to develop new CPT codes. It can easily take, depending on when industry started working on it. Aspiration has already started working on it, so they're a little bit ahead of the game. But still, they will probably end up spending at least a year to 2 years in a very optimistic scenario after FDA approval. Normally, the process is about 3 to 5 years to get a CMS to make a CPT code. Example is thermoplasty. Bronchothermoplasty was approved almost 6 months ago. We don't have a CPT code. Insurance companies are not paying for it. People are paying out of their pockets. So it takes, now some of the companies, when they see such a good progress like Aspiration, and thermoplasty, Laird people too, they've started work a year and a half in advance. They're starting lobbying the CMS and doing surveys and trying to figure out what's the fair market price for the procedure and fair market price for the product. So they invest a lot of money, but then they make, in the end, they get their CPT code or insurance to pay a year or 2 earlier. But I would say at least a year to 2 years after FDA approval in the best of the scenarios.
Will the cost, do you think, be like the thermoplasty,
Oh, God,
or
no.
you don't know?
You would be amazed how much they can charge, and in their defense, the Aspiration, I don't know about Aspiration, but Asthmatics studies went way above a couple of $100 million. So on R&D, they spend a huge amount of money. So a thing that may cost $15, which you could probably make in your garage, would cost you, so Aspiration catheter is $1,500. I can guarantee you that it doesn't even cost $15 to make. But it's all the R&D and all that. And they're going to keep the price for at least 4 or 5 years until they get all their investment out. The same thing with valves. These valves are not very expensive, but I would be surprised if each valve was less than $400 or $500 or more. Because we pay $2,000 for a small stent. If I was a good sweater maker, I could just make it. Great. Thanks very much.
Thank you.